Welcome back guys to another video. Today we will be getting into this set that I did on myself from start to finish. So let's get right into it. The first thing I will be doing is going ahead and getting my 180 sand bit at a low to medium speed level on my drill bit and going ahead and going over the cuticle area very lightly. Not trying to grind the nail off, nothing, just take away the shine and removing the cuticle. After we're done drilling the natural shine off the nails, I go ahead and get my cuticle cutters and go ahead and just remove the extra skin. This is not painful and it shouldn't cut if you're doing it right. If you happen to cut yourself, you're not removing cuticle, you're removing live skin. I'm going to show a little tiny part of me doing my opposite hand just because I know some people say it is harder for them to do their own hand when doing a full set. But when I'm doing my other hand, I just go ahead and use my other fingers to help the one finger that I am working on. So what I mean by that is pushing back the skin, taking my other hand and using it as a grip under the nail to go ahead and make my life easier without cutting myself, hurting myself, or just making it easier on myself. Before anyone asks, no, this is not fungus. I was dyeing my boyfriend's hair the same day and some of the dye got on my finger. Just wanted to clarify that. Another thing, I won't leave this on too much because I don't think you guys really care, and I've had it on my videos. If you guys want to see a detailed video about that, I will go ahead and put it on the description box, or you can go ahead and just go on my channel and look. So I won't leave this on for too long. Afterwards comes the sizing of the nails. My pinky nail was smushed in a door, so I did have to alter that one, and all I'm doing is using just some nippers to go ahead and nip off the sides of the nail just to fit it. I'm taking my KDS glue and going ahead and just going on my nails. I didn't really show how I go ahead and really process the thought of which nail tip to go on because I've just gotten used to it now. It's just at the top of my head, I know which nail tip goes on which nail. I'm using the Eden nail tips. I really like these because they're flat. I don't really like the humped ones, so I use the flat ones, and I'll go ahead and put them in the description box. The way I go ahead and apply nail tips to my non-dominant hand is I go ahead and just already apply the glue on the tip instead of on my nail, just because it takes away the chance from the nail dripping and sliding and making a big sticky mess. So it's just easier that way for me, and I place the hand a little bit more stiff so that my hand isn't moving around and I get the chance of a crooked nail. After that, I go ahead and just blend the tips from the free edge to my natural nail just to give the appearance of a natural looking nail. It looks like I'm going really harsh, but I promise I'm not. I'm just speeding this video up just so it won't be too long. And it really shouldn't take that long. You should just file the sides, the middle, and the other side and keep it moving. The way I go ahead and blend the free edge on my non-dominant hand is just going a little bit more slower, taking my time a little bit longer, and like I said, keeping my hands super stiff just to lower the chances of slip-ups, slides, and hurting myself. After I go ahead and blend the free edge, I go ahead and just take my drills, turn it up a little bit high, medium heat, and go ahead and drill off the sides of the nail. I have started doing this opposed to taking my glitter gold scissors and cutting the sides of the nails for a coffin shape, just because sometimes I've noticed that I go ahead and cut too much, and it's hard to tell when the scissors are right on the nail just because the nail is so tiny. And I found that doing this just guarantees the fact of it being even and me taking the exact amount that I want. Once again, the way I do it with my other hand is just applying more pressure, being more stiff, like the way you would when holding a client's hand. You have no control over your non-dominant hand. So think of it like a client. Hold it stiffer, grab objects, grab a finger to carry that finger to have underneath the finger you are working with, anything you need to do. I did go ahead and skip over the filing process just a little bit just to keep it short, but I am taking my 180/80 square white nail files to go ahead and get the perfect shape that I want. As you could see, sanding away some of the sides acts as a perfect shape, and I'm loving this new technique. Skipping on over to adding the dehydrator primer and my Young Nails protein bond. I am new to the Young Nails protein bond, and I have found that it does work for my clients who are super nail lifters. So I do like this product. It is a little pricey. That little tiny bottle was $12, but does it work? It works. As always, nothing new, going ahead and doing all my nails with a thin layer of clear acrylic. If you don't know, the reason why I go ahead and do a thin layer of clear acrylic is just in case my nails or my acrylic does stain the nails. The clear acrylic will act as a barrier. It will also act as a barrier for when I'm doing refills. I will know when to stop when I'm hitting the clear acrylic so I don't hurt the natural nail, as long as I go ahead and have that clear acrylic on the nail first. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is take that vibrant pink on the thumb and put it only halfway, kind of meeting the free edge. The reason why we're doing this is because we're going to go ahead and do an ombre. The way I do my ombre is I first apply the bottom color first, let it dry, then go ahead and apply the cover pink or the cover powder on top. If you are having trouble with keeping your shape right after applying acrylic, do what I'm doing and pat the sides. This trick works amazing with minimizing your filing time afterwards. I am going to go ahead and take that vibrant pink again and just apply it all over the nail this time. This pink is a little bit hard to work with. As you can see, it's not very opaque, so I do have to go with the 3-bead method to go ahead and get the color and the apex all at one go. As always, we always encapsulate the nails. If you don't know why, I just do it just to seal in the color from when I'm filing. I don't take away the color because, like I said, it is a little bit opaque. And just in case I wasn't able to get the apex, I'm able to do it now. So we are doing another ombre, like I said, just going halfway towards the free edge, taking my time, making sure it's not too thick, but it's also opaque at the same time. So right here I'm going in with a translucent pink on this nail just because I will be going ahead and adding a design and some pink sheer gel polish to it. But just like any other nail, I still added the clear acrylic because I just do that on all nails. And this is a little bit pink, so I don't know if this will tint. This pinky will be a full bling nail just because it is messed up. I do want to cover it up, so I will just be adding nothing but clear acrylic to this nail. Once again, doing the 3B method, being careful if I'm getting any acrylic on the sides, scraping it up or sliding it with my brush. So the nails that are going to be ombre have had enough time to go ahead and dry. I'm taking my cover pink from Me a Secret and going ahead and getting a slightly wet bead, a wetter bead than I normally would, going ahead and applying it to where the pink met the end of the free edge and scraping it down. After I am done with that, I go ahead and clear cut my nails just like I always do. After that, I go ahead and finish file my nails with my 180/80 file. And like I said, if you do the patting motions and just really get a hold of your powder to bead ratio, you will have little to no filing like the way I am. So I'm just filing the sides, getting my shape crisp, and go ahead and going over the nail all over. After I do that, I go ahead and go with my 80 sanding bit and go ahead and just seal in the cuticle, go under the nail if I got acrylic, and just do the sides once again. After I'm done fish filing, I go ahead and get my sanding buffer and go ahead and sand the nails. The reason why we do this is just to go ahead and get rid of all the scrapes and scuffs that we did with the file and the sanding bit, and making a smooth canvas for gel polish and rhinestone application. A D&D polish. I don't know the color, but all I know is a bright pink, and go ahead and making a straight line. I'm not good at this, but I did try, so I will go ahead and insert the full video so you guys can just go ahead and see that I'm not perfect either. This is what I'm going to go ahead and be working for rhinestone application using my Acrylic glue, my Nailed by John Herpes gel. I really like this gel for my chunky and pointed back rhinestones. It stays on perfectly and they don't budge. What I'm going to go ahead and do is a cluster nail, and all that consists of is a bunch of nails clustered together to form one beautiful masterpiece, and that's all I'm doing. As you can see here, that is the final product, and it's so pretty. So that's all a cluster nail is, no thought to it, just doing whatever. Next, what I'm going to go ahead is take my D&D clear pinkish gel polish in the color aqua pink, and all I'm doing is applying it to wherever I didn't apply the rhinestones. Don't apply it to your rhinestones because they will lose their luster, so don't do that. And all I am doing is curing it in an LED UV lamp for 30 to 60 seconds depending on how many watts your LED light is. If you do not have an LED light, these D&D polishes do come with a regular and gel polish set, so you can use both with them. Next, taking my Acrylic glue on this full bling nail and going ahead and applying my rhinestones. It is like a puzzle, so you go ahead and just fit the bits and pieces that go in to create the full bling nail. I love this Acrylic glue. It works amazing. It stayed on and I haven't had no clients complain. But if this is a little bit pricey, the Mia Secret bling adhesive rhinestone glue works just the same, if not better sometimes. Either way it goes, you have to use the Mia Secret bling applicator spray that you will see me use on here, so go ahead and go for the cheaper route anyways. Apologize if throughout the video you were not able to see as much detail as you would like to see. I was super focused, so I did get off camera a bit, but that is why there's lots of cuts, because I was inserting the parts where you could see. So that is the product of the cluster and full bling nail together. What I'm going to go ahead and do next is a snake print detail on my thumb. I did leave every single bit and piece that I did do on this thumb just because this was really difficult for me. This is my first time, so with this first start that I did it wrong. So I did it again. I used my D&D pure white polish. Like I said, they have both kinds, regular and gel polish, just in case if you don't have an LED light. And I really like this white. The only complaint that I do have is a little bit thick, or maybe it just might be the batch that I got or something, but I do like this white for when I'm doing designs like this, for the being of it being thick. If I'm just trying to paint on a white nail, I do not like this color of this brand. There isn't really much more to explain when it comes to this, but I will go ahead and just leave the part so you can see how I go ahead and do the thought process of adding my bling. Sometimes I take it off and add new ones, and you could go ahead and see the Mia Secret bling activator spray used on this particular nail. So I will go ahead and just be quiet and let you guys watch. Okay, so we're done with the bling. Isn't it beautiful? Now we're going to go ahead and use my D&D gel polish, gel top coat on all the nails, excluding the full bling. Okay guys, this is the final set. I think by far this is my favorite set that I have done on myself. I'm so sorry if I was not able to go ahead and put in the other hand, but it was repetitive and I didn't want this video to be so long as it is already 16 minutes. But I hope you subscribed for more content. Love y'all.